Philippines, but all parts of all countries in the world will be affected, and will transcend to different climate-sensitive related diseases. So we are really very much concerned on planetary health and because of the global health issues.
I think the solutions are very similar to the health problems that we're having. It starts with having the proper diet, for example, doing exercise. Normally, you don't end up in the hospital that soon as other people. With environment and climate change, the main goal should be mitigation strategies. And I think we have shown that that's possible. We can limit the emission of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere through the use of proper energy sources. We can then introduce new technologies that keeps our rivers, our air from being polluted, and minimize the health effect of all these pollutions. And then, of course, things happen. We are not perfect in terms of protecting ourselves from all these climate-related problems. We'll need nurses then to take care of the residual problems.
Thank you very much. And I think to add to that, the main issue here is that climate change is a risk amplifier of all your existing risk factors, NCDs, infectious diseases, and all other diseases. For example, studies have shown that a 3 degrees Celsius increase in temperature can lead to a 35% increase in the prevalence of cardiovascular diseases. And we're not even talking about the impacts in terms of PTSD, vector-borne diseases, and many others. There's a lot of studies in the literature talking about heat stress, and in fact, there are also studies that say that cold is more dangerous than heat, right? And just imagine yourself when it's very warm. The discomfort that brings to you, and whenever there are extreme weather events like floods and typhoons, and you don't have access to your medications, right? Your health behaviors are being altered because of all these disturbances. So I guess another key message in planetary health is that we only have one planet to live in. If we lose this planet, there is no health to talk about in the first place. And with all these advances in our health situation, in our health indicators, economic indicators, planetary health is saying that if we do not act now, all these advances will be reversed. So I think that is a very powerful message, and if you are very interested to look into that, the Lancet article identifies all those issues. Oh, this is an interesting question I would like our panelists to address. Why does eating beef contribute to climate change? Eating beef. Beef and meat, yes. Beef.
It is about how cows are raised. The food, the requirements for grain and the requirements for food is very high. Aside from that, there is something that is significant that contributes to carbon emissions. Their fart.
And I believe the methane too.
And the methane too. So all that, if you put that together, eating beef will actually add to the carbon emissions very highly. If you reduce your beef intake by at least half, And all those carbon emissions and methane gas that is emitted into the atmosphere is reduced. There are many more. How you use your air conditioning, how often you, because of the chemicals that are used in air conditioning, if we were to ride bicycles instead of riding our cars to and from work, of course here in Metro Manila that seems to be difficult, that will also cut down on carbon footprint. So it's a change in lifestyle, guys. What you eat, how you move, how you cool and heat yourselves. If you take care, if you know how you can cut down on emissions and still live comfortably, that would really be super.
And yes, sir. Go ahead. All right. And of course, if you want to look into the literature, do you know that the agricultural industry is one of the major emitters of greenhouse gases? You might. What do you think is the major emitters? You think it's the factories? No, it's partly the agricultural industry, the transportation sector, and well, at least for the health sector, I think we're just contributing around 14%, if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Magtibay. But that's why it's, when we talk about eating beef, it's not just so that you...
It's sometimes difficult to establish 100%.
2008 is about climate change.